All right, hey, how y'all doing? We are back for another episode of Black Ink Crew Chicago. We're now at season 5, episode 13, I think. I can't remember. Um, Sorry about the glare. I'm trying to work out some new lighting, camera type setup situation. Keep looking at my hair because I just did a fresh retightening on my sister locks, so my hair is looking real luscious, but it might be ashy too. Don't worry about it. That's neither here nor there. So we're gonna move on into Black Ink Crew Chicago. So Ryan and Rachel are having lunch. This is so painful to watch because it's gonna be the same shit all over again. However, Rachel and Ryan are having lunch and he's, celebrating the fact that her nail polish is getting picked up and it's going to Fashion Week, blah blah blah, nobody cares. We also learned that Don has been promoted to co-manager. That happened off screen about a couple days prior to that episode, which further lets me know, like, Van, you don't own shit. You are an employee, as everyone else is. Understandable. Gotcha. So Ryan okie doke your ass, and that's fine. All right. So, and Don and Ryan have decided that it's time to come together. They want to take everybody to Miami, and Ryan also invites Rachel because he don't care what nobody say. Rachel's always invited to be around the crew. And keep that in mind because that statement's gonna come back to bite you, my friend. But I'm gonna hold off. All right, so everybody's headed to Miami, and we learned that Van basically begged Bella to come back to the shop. I don't know why, considering you did your best to make her feel like trash, but also neither here nor there. Of course, she's coming back. She ain't got no job. She ain't got nothing else to do but to be on the show. So Bella's back. Yay. All right. So, Four also reminds us that, this trip is going to be a lot better because the last time we saw him, he was going through his whole mental situation, his depressive episodes. And so hopefully this trip will be better than the last one. Okay. So we're going to move on. This one's a little different because I watched the whole episode and I'm seeing if I can remember and not try to do, the reviews step. I don't know. I'm just trying something. Whatever. All right, so Danielle shows up and she asks everybody about the picture that's on Ryan's IG because obviously all the new Nine Mag has made it to this grand gesture that is on his IG, and none of the old people have made it. I think Lily may have made it, and that's the only person that made it to this Nine Mag commemorative picture that is on Ryan's Instagram. Don't know why that's important, but that's what's happening. Okay, so somebody that works at New Nine Mag is at Miami. He made it before everybody else because it looks like New Nine Mag is going to show up a day later than Old Nine Mag. So he's there, he's flirting with Bella or whatever. And he, Don is like, I'm tired of hearing the old and new comparisons. And he was like, yeah. And then whoever the guy is that Bella is obviously smashing at this point, he's like, yeah, because people are only going to come to the old Nine Mag for a good time, and they're only going to come to the new Nine Mag for quality tattoos. So that incites a whole shebang, whatever. And we move on. Don squashes it, and I don't know why that conversation was necessary, but he said it, so everybody got in their feelings. All right. So Lily is yet again half-ass apologizing to Charmaine, and Charmaine lets her know, in order for them to be working in the same environments, they have to get over it, shake hands. Probably won't last long. All right. So the guy, his name is Jet from New Nine Mag. Bella, Jet, and Lily, they go to cryotherapy, and they thought they were going to be skinny immediately. Moving on. All right. So Ryan and Rachel show up and they're mad because there are no rooms left, which because Daniel showed up, I guess that took an extra room because Charmaine and Danielle have separate rooms. But don't you recall, Ryan? You said you wanted to be removed from the Nine Mag shenanigans, and you are above. Basically, you made it seem like you're above everybody. You're the grand emperor. They're the employees. They're the peasants. So why don't you go about your own? Why do you want to be in the community house? Take a step back. Why do you want to be in the Airbnb that everybody else is staying in? Why are you so perturbed? So, they're in Don's room, and Don has the best room. He has a suite and a sauna and a jet and all these amenities. And, Don says, I'm co-manager. Ryan will get over it. Well, he doesn't get over it. He bitches about it until Don is like, you know what? As long as we're out here together, I'll sleep on the couch. I don't care. But let me clean up my toenail clippings, which Why are those just laying around? All right, cool. All right. So we are going to move on because this episode was kind of filler to me and it wasn't a whole lot of substance. It was just the same old bringing up shit from last season. So let's just get through it. Okay. All right. So Ryan goes on further to complain that Danielle is there and she's no longer a part of 9MAG. Well, a few moments earlier in the season, you brought Rachel, and Rachel's not a part of 9MAG. So why are you upset? Are you upset because they're doing exactly what you set them out to do, boss? Answer that. Okay, don't answer it, but I answer for you. Yes, you mad because you want to be able to do things that you don't want your employees to do, but you want to be friends, and you want to be family, and you don't want to be friends, and you don't want to be family, and shut the hell up. That's the moral of the story. Moving on. All right. So Ford and Ryan go to 99 Jams, which I'm assuming is a local radio station. Ford's talking about his music and his mental health journey and how, one of the security guards in the building walked up to him and, let him know, like, I'm in the same position. I don't know what to do. And they kind of chopped it up. It was something good that came out of his mental health breakdown that he had a couple episodes ago. And, we just we talk about that a little bit more. And, yeah, Ryan throws some shade at everybody else as usual. Whatever. All right, so Charmaine and Danielle are talking, and she's complaining about the environment, and it's not the old 9MAG, and she doesn't feel good about it. She doesn't like the vibe. She's crying. She's falling apart. Girl, you got lots of jobs. You're hosting. You got the radio station. I don't know why you're so upset that 9MAG has changed, considering it's been changing over the last 2 to 3 years since Kat left, but let's just get through the storyline, right? Okay, and she's not happy there no more. Whatever. So it's the second day in Miami, and Ryan is surprised that nothing has popped off, and I have to agree. Normally, in the first few hours, y'all already drunk. Somebody already got their head smacked. So, progress? Yeah, sure. All right. So, Ryan is giving his same old spiel about being family and getting along, blah blah blah, which is contradictory. He says a bunch of different things all within the same 45 minutes of an episode, but I digress. Okay, so Charmaine, everybody's just sitting around having lunch, and everybody's talking. Ryan gives saying, I wouldn't be here without all you guys spiel, and Charmaine, has a bright idea. Let's go around and talk about our favorite 9MAG memories. And of course, all of the older people are talking about very old memories that some of the people weren't privy to because they weren't a part of 9MAG. And everybody's talking, and Charmaine also lets us know, somebody gives their memories. Excuse me, and I think it was Van or somebody, and they were talking about, hey, one of my favorite memories of when we got the 9MAG tattoos. Now, granted, only the guys in the shop were allowed or were invited to get the 9MAG tattoos, so that's a bummer, but not a bummer because who wants a 9MAG tattoo? That is a job. You are a clerk. You are in a temporary environment. When I used to work at McDonald's, I would never thought to get a McDonald's tattoo. I mean, it was years ago in another life, but why do you want a tattoo of your workplace? Unless I don't have an unless. Why would you want a tattoo of your workplace? But still, all the boys were invited to the tattoo party. The girls were not. That's an obvious divide. Whatever. All right. So everybody's giving their memories, and Charmaine comes back and she, lets them know, hey, this is going to be a bummer, but I don't feel good. I don't want to be here anymore. The vibe is not the same. Blah, blah, blah. Tears. And yeah. So Ryan gets upset and he lets them know, like, we ain't going back to the past. And then immediately after, he commences talking about said past. And he was talking about him going through some shit, which I guess he felt betrayed when everybody was on Kat's side. That is his whole instance. And then what pisses me off with Ryan is he goes on to compare his situation to people being in support of Ford. So Ford was about to kill himself. You are upset because people came together and supported Ford in his very depressive time of need. And you feel like you should have had the same support after you created the scenario for the shop to break up. Am I confused? Like he felt like when the shop got shot when he shot at he didn't never admitted to shooting up the shop, but when he shot at the building and broke up the shop and shut it down, causing everybody to create Loyal Inc., which was the old people minus him. When all of that created, somebody should have been there to check on him the same way they thought to check on Ford when he was about to kill himself. The two are not the same, and the playing fields are not even. Ford was in something that was independent of you. You were in a situation that you created for yourself, wanting to be the king of everybody. Why in the fuck are you jealous that people are supporting for? Hmm? Hmm? Answer that. I am fucking flabbergasted. This man compared his situation to Ford being talked off the ledge. Literally. I'm outdone. I just gotta move on because I am getting pissed. Okay. All right. So, what else? What else were they talking about? He what like I said, he was upset that nobody was checking on him, and he in that rant, not the tyrant, in that rant, he goes on to let us know, well, that was my whole point for building the old shop without y'all, and he claims that the old shop was built on a horrible foundation, a foundation in which you created, sir, in which you laid the bricks or the sand, just saying, um, and if they didn't like how he has decided to structure his new way of business, then they can go. Um, and Van, chimes in and lets them know, like, hey, Ryan, we were all going through something at that point because everybody was in a position where the shop was closed and everybody had to find their own jobs and, create new companies like the Loyal Inc. Like everybody had to find a way because you were done because people didn't agree with you and what you decided to do in your personal life. You decided to let that affect your business and you shut that down. Your own decision. Remember, you're the boss, so that's a decision you made solely, affecting all of these other people's lives consequently. So everybody else is going through something while you figured somebody should have been checking on you while you created the scenario to be checked on. Not interested. That's real. That's a sucker move. All right. So Lily walks out because she lets Ryan, Ryan, you being a bitch right now. So I gotta go. Lily's out. Um, I'm still confused, and Ryan decides to storm out. And he's back on this fuck everybody tyrant. Why do I keep wanting to say tyrant? He's on this whole fuck everybody train yet again, and Rachel is in the back of the train as usual. So we that sums up that episode. And what we see for this coming week's episode is that Sky from Black Ink Crew New York is going to be there. I have not had a chance to catch up on that particular series. I missed the whole last season. Too much going on, so I got to go back and watch that whole season. But Sky is going to be there, and she's throwing drinks at somebody, and she's confronting somebody from New Nine Mag. Lily confronts Nick about some IG beef, and her and Charmaine are probably going to come to blows again. And the cycle continues. So that's going to sum up episode 13, 15. I don't know. So I don't ever remember. It's going to be in the description bar. So that sums up this episode of Black Ink Crew Chicago. Drop your opinions in the bottom. Let me know what you want to see from me. I've also decided that I'm going to review Claws because I actually like that show. The first season was bomb. So that's going to be the next couple of videos, episodes 1 and 2. So stay tuned. I don't know. I need some more things to do with this channel, so I might think about blogging. I'm not doing no pranks because I'm too old for that. So just, give me some ideas, what you guys think that I should do with my vlog. Not my vlog. What I should do with my channel other than sing 6 million times. So see y'all next time. Peace.